LAPD. We have some questions.
Hi,
regarding...
Mickey. How's it hanging?
Fine. Just fine, Roy. I see you brought Iga Beaver along. Hope he's not going to put the shakes on me again.
Cole Phelps, Mickey Cohen.
Good afternoon.
He has manners. Aren't you a little green for this kid?
Meet Johnny Stompanato, Cole. He has the biggest schlong in Hollywood and the smallest gun. Or maybe that's the other way around. I can never quite remember.
You're a funny guy, Roy. Haven't I always said what a funny guy Roy is? And how much fun it would be to get together with him sometime.
Poor Johnny. He's the dark, sensitive type. He's a serviceman too, Cole. Johnny was at Okinawa.
You were in the crotch?
6th Marines.
The lieutenant who won the Silver Star up on Sugarloaf. I've heard of you.
Something like that.
All right, have we finished flirting? You got something to discuss, Roy, or are you going to stand around beating the meat while my lunch gets cold?
We have some questions.
Do I need my lawyer?
Your brother-in-law, Lenny Finkelstein, was selling stolen morphine. He had 1/3 of the shipment.
Old news, kid. I don't know anything about what Lenny was up to.
Занервничал сразу. Знаешь ты все, знаешь, только не признаешься. Что у нас есть? Морфин. Найдено в расстрелянной жертвы. Нет, пропуск в нее комнату. Нет, сигареты. Сомнения, да? Сомнения.
So I'm supposed to believe that you don't know what happened to the rest of the shipment?
Lenny, God rest his soul, was a moron. He was family, though, and I haven't made a beef about that, so count yourself lucky, kid. The H is a filthy habit, and I don't condone it. The simple solution would be to have all the dope fiends put down.
So you don't know where he got the morphine?
Kid, ask a question you might get an answer to.
Стрельба. Что ты
You
знаешь
believe
об
there's a
этом?
link between a group of Marines and the morphine stolen from the SS Coolidge.
Это неудобно этом
One of those
стульчике
Marines
сидеть.
was shot to death in a club last night.
I wouldn't know anything about that.
So you haven't heard anything about what happened at the 111 Club?
What can I say, kid? I'm shocked that in the land of opportunity, Uncle Sam's finest feel the need to resort to crime. It's a dangerous business. I can attest to that. I'd recommend they get out of the life. Quickly.
A few Negroes saying goodbye on the sidewalk will never make the papers, Mickey. But we had a judge in Pasadena say adios the other day. Prominent white people popping their clogs makes everyone nervous.
You know dope has never been my thing, Roy. It's always been for schmendricks like Jack D. and Jimmy Utley. But I'll ask around and I'll get back to you. Hey, you boys want some lunch? How about a drink?
We'll take a rain check on that. Come on, Cole, we're leaving.
We have to cut that dope. It looks bad with people dying.
We have to get the rest of it. There's no way of watering down the stuff in those little packages. You have to put the squeeze on those guys and get the rest of it.
They don't seem the type to frighten that easy.
We'll see.
What's going on?
That fucking rat Stoker has gone public about Brenda.
Who is Brenda?
Brenda is L.A.'s most famous madam.
And everyone knows it?
Of course everyone knows. Brenda pays her way.
Are we cops or a collection agency?
Whores have been around since the Bible. Our job is to keep it off the street so Joe Citizen and his wife can stroll around unmolested.
Then we should change the law.
Are you out of your mind? Every politician in America is against prostitution, except when they're using them.
So where does Stoker come in?
He objects to the LAPD and the administration taking its cut.
Is everyone in on this?
Yeah, and that's the problem. From a little acorn does a large tree grow. He could bring the whole thing crashing down on us.
Aren't you supposed to be working the...
Sir, do you know which robbery detectives are working the Army surplus theft from the Coolidge?
Caldwell and McManus? I saw Caldwell in the squad room not long ago if you want to speak to him.
Thank you, sir. We'll do that.
This
Ну вот и все.
1947, not 1927. Of course a girl can ask a fella out.
Harry, you got a minute?
Sure, Cole, anytime.
You've been working the docks robbery on the SS Coolidge?
Yeah, that's right.
So how do you see it?
Inside job. Either the guys working the wharves or some of the guys on the ship.
What else was taken apart from the morphine?
Case of BARs, case of Thompson's, crate of Valor smokes.
Homicide just recovered 3 BARs and a mountain of cigarettes at a shooting at the 111 Club.
No kidding. I better get over there.
Do you have a copy of the manifest?
Yeah. Here it is.
I want to make homicide.
So,
I mean,
how do
you
we
know
connect
you've
the
made it if
docks
you got that
robbery
desk.
to the mess at the 111 Club?
Yeah, I'm thinking of moving up to a 45. I want to put it
Так,
down
ну
to
все
one
из Шанхая, да, прибыло? Все из Шанхая. Так, стоп, что тут? Мешки на
Yeah, I'm
молнии.
thinking of moving up to a
Стоп,
45.
Прицепи
I want to put them
беги.
down to one round.
Ну, а, да,
Half a
допустим.
million cigarettes loose on the streets of L.A. This is the crate we recovered.
I want to make
Краденые
homicide. I
сигареты.
mean, you know you've made it if you got that desk. Need a drink.
Джек Келса,
jitters
Джек Келса, Келса, Келса.
I want to make homicide. I mean, you know you've made it if you
Келса,
got that
Келса,
desk.
Келса.
I think we
Хорошо.
bust in there and find the goddamn evidence.
Дальше. Что это? Винтовки.
Mouthpiece store strips off me
Here's
at
our
the grand jury.
backroom
Case
arsenal
got
from the
thrown out.
111 Club.
Now the DA wants my head.
Enough to arm 3 companies. Some of these guys are from my old unit. They must have finally shipped home. Kelso, Sheldon. But
Я что-то
The
упустил?
Goldrick was on the boat?
Sure, we checked him out.
Goldrick bought the 111 Club, Harry. His brains are all over the bar.
Looks like whoever stole the dope is getting muscled.
By whom?
Dragner or Cohen. They control the hop.
Detectives, KGPL's going crazy. Shots fired at 1384 North Bronson. Some guy with an automatic spraying a Hollywood bus. They want every car. Go!
1947, not 1927. Of course a girl can ask a fella out. Someone ought to take him home. He's loaded.
Рой, 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 рой. Рой, 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 рой. Рой, 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 рой. Красиво.
All units, officers need help at 1384 North Bronson. 1384 North Bronson, shots fired. Any units to handle identified. Code 3.
С дороги, с дороги, с дороги.
All units, further on the shooting at 1384 North Bronson. 116 Adam reports the suspect is on the roof of the J.W. Robinson building. All units, approach with caution.
Классно, я, конечно, проехал.
Units
Ничего не
49
скажешь.
William, 15 Adam, go to 1370 Gordon Street. Establish a perimeter and stand by for further.
Ну да, конечно. Что ж ты там стоишь-то? А, надо обходить сзади. Как я поднимусь наверх? Ты спятил, что ли?
All units, officer down at 1384 North Bronson. Ambulance is en route. Repeating, all units, officers still need help on Bronson. You're clear, go! With extreme caution.
Есть.
LAPD, drop the gun now!
Фух. Думал, что все, нам хана. Искать тело снайпера, окей. Давай посмотрим. Недолгий экшон.
It's one of the BARs.
Он, я не знаю, сколько выстрелов сделал. Серьезно? 2 обоймы только использовал? А, нет, вот еще. Ясно. Но это нам осматривать не нужно. Давайте тело посмотрим. Фига, я сделал всего 2 выстрела. Тут раз, 2 ранения. Или просто так отпечаталось. Ну, рука как рука. Похожа на человеческую. Еще хочу напомнить, что модером я просто так никого не делаю, ребят. И вы можете не просить. Я все равно не рассмотрю вашу заявку на то, чтобы стать модером. Я по своему собственному желанию назначаю модераторов.
Phone number and restaurant table.
Окей.
I know that guy. Felix Alvaro.
He's one of the guys from the ship?
His name was on the manifest.
Looks like McGoldrick wasn't the only one to get a message.
Hey, Alvaro.
Hey, Lieutenant.
He's just a plain detective now, Chico.
Who's the jughead?
This is my partner, Roy Earl. We just want to find out what happened.
What happened is that someone took a shot at my bus. And then cops turned up and start treating me like I'm some sort of Pachuco punk. My people have been in California for over 300 years.
Very fucking admirable, Felix.
You hear anything about the big heist on the Coolidge?
Yeah, I heard about it.
So what happened?
Not much. The cops came and interviewed me and all the other guys on the ship.
Что-то ты дергаешься, когда отвечаешь. Не нравится мне это.
I was down at the 111 Club this morning, waiting for the medical examiner to scrape Eddie McGoldrick's brains off the bar. You want to tell me anything about that?
I heard that Eddie came into some money. Too bad he didn't keep a low profile. It was a tough break to get through Okinawa and then have to buy it back home.
Who's shooting at you, Felix?
How the fuck do I know?
Да знаешь же. Ну врешь.
The dead guy on the roof works for Mickey Cohen. Why would Cohen want you dead?
Man, I don't know anything about Mickey Cohen or any of those gangsters.
Your name was in the sniper's notebook. Level with me, Felix.
Cohen thinks because we were on the boat, we have the morphine. Courtney's meeting those guys to sort it out.
Courtney Sheldon?
Yeah. You remember Sheldon, don't you, Cole?
We'll be in touch, Felix.
You heard that Jack is in L.A.?
I saw his name on the manifest.
He's been here a couple of months. Sure glad to see you got over your wound, Lieutenant. I mean, Detective.
Pretty cool customer.
He's been under fire before.
You buying his story?
Not for a minute.
Стоп, 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 стоп. А, не, мне показалось, что это Биковский. Так, окей. Что за кнопка интуиция? Что она дает, если на нее нажать? Мы можем убрать неверный ответ, один из 3. Но на это требуются очки интуиции, которые зарабатываем при получении новых уровней.
Kelso.
Just a second. Jack Kelso, apartment 4, 1408 North El Centro Avenue, Hollywood.
Thank you.
Вот так вот. Служил с человеком. А потом оказывается, что он во всем виноват.
Fine.
Отлично.
But if the skipper sees us driving around in this, we're dead.
Квартира. Сперва, наверное, туда. Либо в отделение полиции сперва нужно заехать.
Jack was a company sergeant. He would never get involved in something like this.
We brace him and drag him downtown.
Won't work. He's a tough customer.
Машинка, конечно, знаете, она мне напоминает такой немаленький холодильничек. Ну, в принципе, в те времена они такие были, не маленькие, на колесиках. Стоп, а это что такое? Ну-ка. Место уличного преступления. Они недалеко находятся. Давай туда. Эй, почему? Почему отменилось? Давай туда, говорю. Да, сюда. Мне надо было второй раз. Я сам отменил. Нажал. Пожарная помощь, конечно же, есть. Мы катались уже сегодня.
11K responding. Go ahead with the further.
11K, see the security guard and apprehended suspect to be taken into custody from the Southern California Auto Club, 6201 Santa Monica.
Detective Phelps, LAPD. What's going on here?
This joker was trying to tail one of our patrons inside.
I'm a reporter, you idiot. I'm doing a feature for the Examiner, and that patron I was following is a red under investigation by the feds.
Where is he now?
The parking lot. His is the blue Talbot. Say, how about an exclusive when you bring him back?
Shove off. You won't be filing your story today. I'll check this out.
A red, huh? Sneaky bastard. Oh, I'm gonna enjoy this.
Рою нравится.
Jesus, Cole, what's wrong with a good old-fashioned black and white?
Да, мы сегодня весь день катаемся на каких-то странных болидах. А зачем я, кстати, поехал, если тут надо было просто пройти? Ничего, проедем. Скорая помощь ему понадобится после того, как мы с ним поговорим.
LAPD, sir. Can I have a word?
Well, that's an admission of guilt if I ever saw one.
He's not getting away that easily.
Ну, машинка у нас, я должен признаться, огонь. Чё себе. Вау! Ничего себе!
It's no good. We need to get closer.
Да! Знаете, здесь нереалистично. От тебя ходят подозреваемые, преследуемые. Как-то идут, просто, не знаю, не по физике. Ты едешь и не можешь так же повернуть резко, как и твой противник на другом авто. Вот просто не можешь. А они тут в такие вообще... В такие повороты умудряются входить. Я не знаю даже. Ну вот вошел один, например. Так тебе и надо.
This is harassment. Understand? My politics are nobody's goddamn business but my own.
Служить и защищать. Рой, а ты тебя без шляпы не узнать. Личное преступление раскрыто. 25 из 40. Неплохо, кстати, справились. Не-не-не, вот же наша машина. Ты что сделал? А ну, кыш, с дороги, быстро! Быстро пошел! Он въехал в нашу карету.
Hello, Jack. This is Detective Roy Earl.
Hello, Cole.
We would like a word.
Would you like to come inside?
Actually, we'd prefer if you'd come downtown with us. Do you mind?
Do I have any choice?
No, you don't.
Are you going to tell me what this is all about?
It would be better for all of us if we discussed it at the station.
Bad move, Cole.
How have you been, Jack?
Cut the crap. You pick me up in front of my apartment like a common criminal and then expect small talk? Fuck you.
Очень далеко мы продвинулись. Очень далеко. Такой ответ устроит.
Do you know that there's a gang war going on in L.A. trying to recover that stolen morphine?
That has nothing to do with me.
Если ты не имеешь никакого отношения к этому, то почему так дергаешься?
I'm sure it would be gripping to hear more of your life story, boys, but the truth is, I don't give a fuck. You were on the boat, Kelso. What happened?
Do you really think a bunch of Marines could muscle in on the dope rackets in this town? Between the Vice Squad and the mob, I hear it's pretty sewn up.
You better watch your mouth.
Ограбление.
What do you know about the Army surplus robbery from the Coolidge, Jack?
What I know is that on 3 separate occasions, you would have been dead if it weren't for me. I don't know anything about the robbery.
Но здесь, смотрите, явно что-то скрывает. Интуиция, сомнения, есть сомнения. А если ложь? Давайте попробуем надавить.
I don't believe you, Jack. You were there. You were either involved or you know who is.
You calling me a liar, Cole? I hope you have something to back that up. I won't let you hide behind your rank any longer.
Ну ладно, хорошо.
Sorry. My mistake. People are dying because morphine intended to help servicemen is being used on the street. Now we have guys from our old unit being killed by mobsters. We can put 2 and 2 together, Jack.
Gratitude isn't a concept that has much effect on you, is it, Cole?
Answer the question, Jack. Let's get this over with.
I was interviewed when the robbery took place. I don't have anything further to add.
Did you know that Eddie McGoldrick recently came into money and bought a nightclub?
No, I didn't know that.
Нет, вот тут ты врешь. Ты врешь.
You want to take a guess where he got hold of the cash?
Not really.
Врет.
The rate of BARs went missing?
No, I didn't.
Да ё-моё, ну как-то я прям не знаю даже. Правда? Брехун. Так, ребят, ну здесь, по-моему, вот здесь точно истина. Хорошо. Я тоже думаю, что правда. Что-то гремит за окном.
I saw Felix Alvaro today.
Good. How was he?
A little pale. One of Mickey Cohen's goons had emptied about 60 BAR rounds into the bus he was driving. A public bus in the middle of Hollywood.
Mm-hmm.
Are you going to tell me what's going on? Or do more innocent people have to die?
Yeah, and what's in it for you, Cole? Newspapers? More glory? Another promotion? Another medal at the expense of men who fought for their country? Count me out.
Jack, we just want information.
Bullshit, Cole. Did you seriously believe that dragging me down here would get me to give up my own guys? You call yourself a Marine? Trying to make a name for yourself with this shitheel? Look at this chump with his $200 suit and $2,000 car.
The tough guy act is really impressive. I like you, Jack. I'd like to make you for this. I really would. I'm going to be working on it and keeping an eye on you. You can go now.
Shooting, Robert Steiner, 6780 West Sunset Boulevard. The victim is a Chris Majowski.
Another name from the manifest? How many more friends of yours are gonna get plugged today?
Хороший вопрос.
Talk about tension. That was like being trapped in an elevator with a married couple who can't decide whether they love each other or hate each other.
We go back a long way.
You went too easy on him. Next time, you leave it to me. I know how to handle that smug son of a bitch.
You don't. Jack will never give up his own men.
Any Central unit of 484 just occurred, 3155 West 4th Street. Unit to handle code 3 identified.
Самые популярные вопросы, блин. Что я пропустил? Вы меня убиваете, ребята. Да ничего. Как мы катаемся? Катаемся по городу. Что я пропустил? Господи, боже мой. Что я пропустил? О, боже мой. Вот как мы должны отвечать просто на этот вопрос? Вот, ребята, вот вы задаете такой вопрос, как я должен на него ответить? Что вы пропустили? Вот сами подумайте, что... Поставьте меня на свое место. Что мне вам ответить? Что вы пропустили? Просто такие абсурдные вопросы задаете. Хотя бы задумывайтесь над тем, что вы спрашиваете.
Can't take the shot from here, Cole. Getting close and steer him off the tar.
Да-да-да-да-да-да-да-да-да-да-да. Сейчас. Сейчас. Ну ладно. Сбили ему багажник. Уже хорошо. Вау, что ты... Что ты творишь? Куда ты катишь? Куда? Что ты... Снова эти винтовки, да? Задавайте часто задаваемые вопросы. Да, ну... Ответы на вопросы. Это бред, потому что туда все равно никто не будет смотреть. А у вас списки есть с именами, нет? Ну, винтовка, да. Кстати, газетка. Чего мы давно не находили. Ну что, начнем с левой руки. Ничем не отличается от правой, кроме того, что она левая и очень похожа на человеческую. Здесь тоже никаких признаков, что это не рука, нет. Управление Лос-Анджелеса на пассажиров полностью. Майкл Дрискл, Дэвид Хендрикс, Томас Стейтем, Феликс Альваро, Альберт Ридинг, Лео Эпстейн, Эдвард МакГоулик, Уильям Беккерт, Джек Келсо, Кортни Шелдон, Кристофер Мажевский.
An LAPD file. We have a traitor in our midst. All of the names on the list have a hit team assigned to them.
Здесь. Микки, встреча в 9, Ньюс, Шелдон, 25 лет, темные волосы.
Cohen is meeting with Sheldon tonight.
Ясно. Ну, голову его ворочать мы не будем. Так, погоди, а здесь что? Ты осмотрел его хорошо? Что у него кровь в форме сердечка? Скандал в отделе нравов может затронуть руководство полиции Лос-Анджелеса.
We can't allow that strumpet Brenda Allen to bring down the whole administration. We've got to put a lid on the press. Can't someone talk to Harry over at the Times?
It's too late. The Times would look ridiculous if we dropped the story now.
Who is this Stoker?
Stoker's a lily-white. Nothing that will fix this in the short term.
My law and order credentials are disappearing as we speak. Can we get Brenda to leave town?
Yes, we can, but she won't go quietly. Brenda has extensive records.
Can she at least lay low?
That's already been taken care of.
Mayor? District Attorney?
Who is this guy? And what does he want, Horrell?
The name's Roy Earl, detective, administrative vice.
Aren't you one of the clowns that got us into this mess?
Oh, I think that the orders regarding Brenda come down, not up, Mayor. I have a human interest story. It involves a certain LAPD cop, a hero from the war, who has let his beautiful wife and kids down, who has betrayed America for a German junkie whore, who has abandoned his pledge to the LAPD and his commitment to the public. We all serve. Could be all over the papers by tomorrow, and you would be off the hook.
So what do you want in return, Roy? Fingering a fellow officer.
Ах, Рой.